Why are your overall forecasts of the coming destruction different from the many so-called end-of-the-world predictions that others have made?
Many other people who are totally, you might call it an obsession about end-time prophecies, and they are correct in recognizing that they are happening. They're happening right now. But one of the biggest differences I see is many of them are focused on Israel as it pertains to a location, the place Israel. But what I have discovered clearly in Daniel 9:11 says all Israel's refusing to obey. That because all Israel's refusing to obey, that the Lord is going to send upon them great disasters coming. Now, I know this great disaster to be coming is the same one Ezekiel 7:5 is talking about, where it says an end is coming. But when you think about it, if it says all Israel is refusing to obey, I go, that's not talking about a place. That's talking about people. A place doesn't refuse to obey, but people do. And so the people Israel are who the prophecies are talking about. This is a huge difference between what a lot of other prophecy teachers are focused on, because they keep talking about Israel formed as a nation in 1948 and all those scriptures. But the truth is revealed in Scripture that the man Israel was Jacob. Jacob and Esau are brothers and sons of Isaac. Isaac was the son of the promise his father Abraham received from God. God gave Abraham a promise that he would become the father of many nations. And so I began to realize the answer to my question, who in today's present modern day world, who are the people Israel? Who are they? And the answer is Abraham's promise. There are many nations, not just one nation, but many nations. And there's a scripture that talks about the foremost of nations. Scripture's talking on Deuteronomy 28 starts out and it says, if you will heed my commandments and diligently obey them, then the Lord, he will place that nation high above all the nations on the earth. And he will pour out abundant prosperity upon them. And then it goes on to explain that they will be blessed in the cities, blessed in the country. And I go, well, what nation in today's world fits the description as being a nation high above all the other nations on the earth? I go, we're described as the sole remaining superpower, or we were. We're not quite as powerful as we were. Because what happens in Deuteronomy 28, it says when a nation turns away from the Lord, all these curses will come upon them. And now those curses in Deuteronomy 28, they pertain to our immediate, impending future. It's inescapable. The judgments are coming. The judgments are listed in Deuteronomy 28, verses 15 through 64. Those scriptures are describing fallout dust, radiation sickness. The Lord will smite them with a wasting disease, fever, inflammation, scorching heat, and drought, and blight, and mildew, sores, boils, tumors, and itch from which there's no cure. Turn the rain of their land into dust and powder. It comes down from the skies until they're ruined. The aliens among them will rise higher and higher. So Deuteronomy 28 is describing America's future. It's also referred to by Daniel 9:11, where it says all the curses written in the book of Moses will be poured upon them, because all Israel is refusing to obey. So there you go. That's who it is talking about.